Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Acti-Statin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Hillendale Farm, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Juddmont Farm, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Spendthrift Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate and Bradar filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week, featuring an undefeated winner of the Grade 2 Tampa Bay Derby and a minor upset in the Grade 2 San Felipe Stakes. We begin with sprinters at Fairgrounds in the Duncan F. Kenner Stakes. Delani, the 1-5 favorite. John Dooley picks up the call.
Stakes caliber pace here with 3 furlongs to go. Delani looms just in front of Amanecer de Oro with the rail. And just off them is Gantry. Sukasa G Casa being ridden to pick up from 4th. Then Ghost is clear. Hero of Order last to make the top of this fairground stretch. Delani's in front. Half mile 44 and 2/5 seconds. Delani leads Gantry by 2.5. Nearest the inside, Amanecer de Oro. Ghost is clear. Then Sukasa G Casa. Final 16th. It's Delani. And Delani's been on fire. Delani now a 13-time winner. Delani at 1-5, 1 in 1 minute 8 1/5, dazzling Delani seconds.
Odds-on favorite Delani by Gainesway stallion Smoke Glacken streaks home by 4.5 lengths over Gantry. The third of 4 winners on the card for Rosie Napravnik. 6 furlongs in 1:08 and 1, a 1:14 brisk speed rating. Since being claimed by his current connections for $40,000 last May, Delani has won 6 of 7 starts, all stakes. The Tom Amos trainee is 3 for 3 during the current Fairgrounds meeting. The 6-year-old gelding was bred in Maryland by Fitzhugh LLC. Delani has earned $302,000 since being haltered by Maggie Moss to improve his career bankroll to $539,000. To Santa Anita now for sprinting fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Las Flores Stakes. Teddy's Promise, the 4-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
Into the turn they go. Shamoose is now taken on early by Teddy's Promise, and Teddy's Promise can wait no more. Teddy's Promise now kicks for home. Shamoose on the inside. Sugar in the morning third. Rumour is right there too. Rumour going to come after Teddy's Promise, then distracting. They're at the top of the lane now, and Teddy's Promise has opened up to lead by 2. Rumour now looms the danger from second. Sugar in the morning, Shamoose. Homeward bound now, and it's still Teddy's Promise on the lead. Gets a tap on the shoulder. Here's Rumour now to take her on. 2 classy horses battling through the lane together. But it is Rumour who's doing the better of the 2 on the outside. Rumour puts her head in front. Teddy's Promise tries to re-rally, but Rumour's got her. And Rumour and Mike Smith have won the last race.
Rumour runs by Teddy's Promise to defeat the favorite by half a length. Mike Smith aboard the Keeneland sales graduate in 1:15 and 2. The first graded stakes victory for Rumour, who has won 3 stakes over the track and trip. The Richard Mandela trainee tried the turf in her latest and finished 7th in the Wishing Well Stakes. The 5-year-old mare by Indian Charlie was bred in Kentucky by Stonerside Stable, Marula Park Stud, and Dr. and Mrs. Walter Zent, and is a half-sister to Grade 1 stakes winner Dixie Chatter. A $440,000 Keeneland September yearling, Rumour has earned $384,000 for Ramona Bass, Claiborne Farm, and Adele Dilschneider. To Tampa Bay Downs for turf fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Hillsborough Stakes. Old Tune, the 3-2 favorite. Richard Grunder has the call.
Still 3 furlongs to run in the Hillsborough. Old Tune has the lead. Who, why, on the outside second. And there goes Kiowan, now being set down for the drive, and she's traveling up smartly. They turn for home, 3/16 of a mile to run. Here comes Kiowan on the outside. Old Tune is battling back gamely. Mystical Star looks for a steam with an 1/8 of a mile to run. It's Old Tune, nursed along beautifully by Joel Rosario. She re-breaks and she'll take him start to finish and make every pole a winning one. It's a 3-horse photo for second.
Favored Old Tune scores by 1.25 over Forces of Darkness. The winner under co-high weight of 124 pounds in Joel Rosario in 1:48 and 4. That's 5 consecutive stakes wins for the Brazilian import, who won 3 Group 1 races in her homeland before being sent to Todd Pletcher's barn. In her U.S. debut and her first start off a 10-month layoff, the 5-year-old mare by Wild Event captured the Grade 3 Endeavor Stakes over the Tampa Bay turf. Old Tune has earned $478,000 for stud TNT. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Handicap coming up in this segment. To Fairgrounds for fillies and mares in the New Orleans Lady Stakes. Believe You Can, bet down to a nickel on the dollar. Once again, here's John Dooley.
The half mile for Believe You Can. 48 and 3/5 seconds as they enter the turn. Believe You Can in front of Totally Tucker. 3 furlongs to go. Primo Star third being ridden. On the outside, there's Imposing Grace who now gains ground into third. Believe You Can, Totally Tucker in front. Imposing Grace now a clear third from Primo Star. Then Young and Lovely and Myriad. As they come toward the top of the stretch, Believe You Can first past the quarter pole. She went 3/4 in 1:13 and 1. Believe You Can leads Imposing Grace by 4.5 lengths into this final Fairgrounds furlong. Totally Tucker, Young and Lovely on the outside. They're coming inside the final 16th in the New Orleans Ladies, the class of Believe You Can. And here she is, Believe You Can, handily by 5 from Imposing Grace.
Prohibitive favorite Believe You Can strolls home by 5 3/4 lengths over Imposing Grace. The Keeneland sales graduate under high weight of 123 pounds and Rosie Napravnik in 144 and 2. Now 4 for 5 over the track, the 2012 Fairgrounds Oaks and Kentucky Oaks heroine returned from a 7-month layoff to take the Tiffany Last Stakes by 10 1/4 lengths. The 4-year-old filly by Proud Citizen was bred in Kentucky by her owner, Brereton C. Jones. Trained by Larry Jones, Believe You Can has earned $1,239,000. Believe You Can paid $2.10 across the board and is the Malone's favorite of the week. Presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Oaklawn Park for the Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. Last year's winner Alternation, the 2-1 favorite. Frank Nirmati picks up the call.
They're heading to the half-mile pole in the Razorback Handicap, chasing Golden Ron, who's been there throughout, leads by 2. Adigan a joint second inside Brethren. Cyber Secret is racing in Fort San Pablo on the outside of him, has 5 to make up. He's followed by Ride the Lightning, Do No Harm. Alternation has lost some ground. He's 10 lengths off the leaders. Inside of him, Najar. And then it's Raison d'Etat midway on the far turn. Golden Ron still there by a length and a half. Cyber Secret now moving boldly after him. Adigan on the inside. And Brethren is in between horses as the field turns for home. San Pablo has 8 to make up. Golden Ron is the leader, chased by Cyber Secret on the outside. Adigan is at the rail, and then Brethren, they're a furlong from the finish. Cyber Secret trying to get to Golden Ron. Adigan on the inside is running on strongly as well. These three line up. Golden Ron, Tenacious, Cyber Secret on the outside, and Adigan. Cyber Secret, Golden Ron. Cyber Secret puts his nose in front. Cyber Secret wins the Razorback.
7-1 Cyber Secret by Pin Oak stud stallion Broken Vow runs down 26-1 long shot Goldenrod to take the photo by a head. Adigan third for a sweep by Keeneland sales graduates. Robbie Alvarado up in 144 and 4. Cyber Secret, Goldenrod, and Adigan also finished 1-2-3 in an allowance prep for the Razorback. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by Paragon Farms LLC and was a $110,000 Keeneland November weanling. Trained by Lynn Whiting, Cyber Secret has earned $252,000 for Oaklawn Park owner Charles Sella. Robbie Alvarado with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horsebands, the safest way to the winner's circle. Next, the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Handicap. The complexion of this race changed dramatically when 4-5 favorite Fort Larned stumbled at the start and unseated jockey Brian Hernandez. Larry Colmus picks up the call.
So this is just completely not what we expected here. As the Breeders' Cup Classic winner, Fort Larned unseated the jockey at the start, and he's running about 12 lengths in front of the field, but riderless. Fort Loudon is the official leader here in the run up the backstretch. Discreet Dancer is second to the outside. Decaf again is third at the rail, and then Swagger Jack and Gourmet Dinner in a tight pack that went 47 and 1 for a half mile. Around the far turn, Fort Loudon. On the outside, Discreet Dancer. Swagger Jack third just outside of them. Gourmet Dinner is next, and Decaf again is the trailer as the field heads to the top of the stretch. And the Breeders' Cup Classic winner, again, who unseated the jockey at the start, is about a 16th of a mile in front of the rest of the field, but riderless. As they come to the 8th pole in the Gulfstream Park Handicap, Discreet Dancer is the leader, and on the outside, Swaggerjack is second and Fort Loudon is third. As they come to the wire, Discreet Dancer and Javier Castellano officially in the Gulfstream Park Handicap.
9 to 5 second choice Discreet Dancer draws off to defeat Swaggerjack by 5 1/4 lengths. The 5th winner on the card for Javier Castellano. Time of the race 1:35 flat. Third in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes last year, Discreet Dancer returned from an 11-month layoff to take a 6-furlong allowance test over the track in his latest. The 4-year-old colt by Discreet Cat was bred in Florida by his owner, E. Paul Robsham Stables, LLC. Trained by Todd Pletcher, Discreet Dancer has earned $256,000. The Lane's End Stallion of the Week is record-setting Grade 1 winner Twirling Candy, a son of topsire Candy's Ride from the family of Triple Crown winner Affirmed. Twirling Candy bred 118 mares in his first year at stud, and we're getting great reports on his first foals. Call Jill or Gemma to discuss Twirling Candy's stud fee for 2013. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 San Felipe Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Oaklawn Park in the Grade 3 Honeybee Stakes. Flashy Gray, the 2 to 5 favorite. Once again, here's Frank Normati.
Rose to Gold cruising along up top, still maintains a 1.5 length lead. Flashy Gray asked to get after her now in second. She's within 3/4 of a length. Another 3 lengths back. Flash Forward has made steady progress into third. Sister Ginger under pressure, not responding. Sitting at the bar on the outside, a broken spell as they reach the top of the stretch. Rose to Gold joined by Flashy Gray, but Rose to Gold is very tough on the inside, and she's going on willingly. Flashy Gray fully extended, not matching strides with Rose to Gold inside the final 1/8 of a mile. And Rose to Gold streaking home in front by 2.5, and she will win easily in the Honeybee. Rose to Gold, wire to wire.
5 to 1 second choice Rose to Gold takes the field gate to wire to defeat odds-on favorite Flashy Gray by 2 3/4 lengths. Calvin Burrell, who recorded his 5,000th career victory earlier in the week, aboard in 1:45 flat. A 3-time stakes winner as a 2-year-old, including the Grade 3 Delta Downs Princess. Rose to Gold finished second in the Martha Washington Stakes in her 3-year-old debut. The filly by Friends Lake was bred in Kentucky by Joe Sr., Joe Jr., John, and Karen Mulholland, and originally sold for $1,400 as a weanling. Trained by Sal Santoro, Rose to Gold has earned nearly $478,000 for Kathleen Amaya and Rafael Centofanti. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 San Felipe Stakes. This race figured to be a battle between undefeated Flashback, the even money favorite, and 2 to 1 second choice Golden Sense. Trevor Denman has the call.
They head on to the backstretch now, and Saludos Amigos went very fast, tries to slow them down, but Golden Sense having none of that, and Golden Sense has taken a hold of the bit and keen to go on now. Golden Sense goes on to lead them. On the inside we have Saludos Amigos. Flashback is on the far side. They are being followed by Cochise in the 4th spot, and then we come back to Hear the Ghost. Carving being ridden along a good 8 lengths off the leaders, then Omega Star, and it's another 7 to Tuesday Minister. Into the far turn they go, and Golden Sense along the inside, and Flashback. Those two now pass the 3/8 together. 2 favourites kick on with it. Golden Sense at the rail. Flashback breathing down his neck in second. Saludos Amigos is back in third. In behind that comes Hear the Ghost. They come into the top of the lane now. Golden Sense on the inside, and Flashback. They are nose and nose as they head for home in the San Felipe. They shoulder to shoulder too. Homeward bound now, and Flashback takes the advantage. Flashback in front, Golden Sense running his heart out along the inside. Tis a Minister coming like a rocket on the outside, and Hear the Ghost flying. Hear the Ghost, Tis a Minister coming flying. Here the Ghost gonna get up. Here the Ghost gets up into San Felipe.
Here the Ghost by Adina Spring Stallion Ghost Zapper takes advantage of the speed duel between the two favorites to score by half a length over Flashback. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland sales graduates. Corey Nakatani aboard in 1:42 and 1. A first out maiden winner at Hollywood Park in December. Here the Ghost finished second in the San Pedro Stakes in his 3-year-old debut. The gelding was bred in Kentucky by W.S. Farish and Lazy F Ranch and is a half-brother to Grade 1 Stakes winner Monty Bavin. A $40,000 Keeneland September yearling from the Lanes and Consignment. Here the Ghost has earned $222,000 for Halo Farms and trainer Jerry Hollendorfer.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Ramard's Total line of equine products featuring Total Immune Blast, the complete equine immune product with nucleotides. For further information, please log on to ramardinc.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the Grade 2 Tampa Bay Derby. Undefeated VERRAZANO, the 2-5 favorite in his stakes debut. Here's the call by Richard Grunder.
And they're off. They're sent on their way in perfect order. Purple Egg wins the break. VERRAZANO moves up on the outside, the far outside. Falling Sky is looking to cross over. Park City is pinched back slightly in the last horse away. Is Long Shot Eaton Blue. To the clubhouse turn they go, and VERRAZANO is toward the rail, and Falling Sky, the Sam Davis winner, now going on with it. VERRAZANO is angled to the 2-path second. The undefeated local favorite Purple Egg is right there in the mix, racing along third. Up on the outside, Dynamic Sky. He's close up today and racing fourth. 2 lengths farther back, the gray horse, Honorable Dylan, is toward the rail, fifth, 3 parts of a length. Then we go back to Park City, sixth. A gap of 3 to Awfully Fast, seventh. Eaton Blue is eighth, and far back in the early going is Java's War. They continue their run up the backstretch, and there he goes. VERRAZANO on the outside going to the lead. Falling Sky moves back with him now second. From the outside, Dynamic Sky is third. Purple Egg is losing ground fourth. Honorable Dylan is shaken up for run toward the rail fifth with 3 furlongs to run. VERRAZANO looks like he's on cruise control. Toward the rail is Falling Sky. 2.5 lengths farther back is Dynamic Sky. Then it's a gap of 5 lengths farther back. Awfully Fast on the outside, and here comes Java's War. He's putting in a run with a 1/4 of a mile to run. VERRAZANO is still the leader. Falling Sky, Java's War, and Willie Martinez are flying on the outside. They're into the stretch. VERRAZANO, he's now set down for the drive. On the outside, Java's War is coming with a big run. Falling Sky is toward the rail, but down to the wire, it's VERRAZANO, and Java's War is charging late, but VERRAZANO passes a big test. He's a graded stakes winner now, on the wire by 2.5.
Odds-on favorite VERRAZANO rolls home officially by 3 lengths over long shot Java's War. John Velasquez aboard the Keeneland sales graduate in 1:43 and 4. VERRAZANO broke his maiden first asking by 7 3/4 lengths on New Year's Day at Gulfstream Park, and the Todd Pletcher trainee stretched out to a mile to take an entry-level allowance at Gulfstream by a widening 16 1/4 lengths. The colt by More Than Ready was bred in Kentucky by Emery Hamilton and is a half-brother to graded stakes winner El Padrino. VERRAZANO has earned $261,000 for Let's Go Stable, Michael Tabor, Mrs. John Magnier, and Derek Smith. The Kentucky Derby favorite was consigned by Middlebrook Farm to the 2011 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Let's Go Stable for $250,000. Undefeated VERRAZANO, the Keeneland sales graduate of the week. We'll have 3-year-olds in the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes and fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita Stakes, along with graded stakes action from Gulfstream Park next week here on Thoroughbred Week. For John Henderson, I'm Kate Brader saying thanks for watching. Good luck at the races.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Acti-Statin, Adina Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Hillendale Farm, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Juddmont Farm, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Spendthrift Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbreadweek.com.